Best news for men in preventing prostate cancer. More ejaculation, better chances of not getting prostate cancer. Let's watch the video together. Fellas, get your girlfriends, get your wives. Let us watch this video together.
Let's talk about the favorite preventative practice for men for prostate cancer.
And what is that?
Sex.
There you go.
Best item we ever ran in this. Men across the country cutting it out. The more you ejaculate, the lower your risk of prostate cancer. On refrigerators across the country, nightstands, you name it. What's the truth?
The truth is that there is some truth to that based on a huge study, a lot of puns in this conversation. Let's excuse them all now. The huge study
Right.
Looking at over 30,000 men for about 10 years, published about a year ago, showing that men that ejaculate at least 21 times a month.
21.
Average, and they started studying the men. The male group were from the age of, between the ages of 29 to the ages of to their late 60s. Average 21 times a month had a lower risk of not only prostate cancer, but even the more aggressive type of prostate cancer.
So what you're telling me is the more sex you have, that means the less chances you have to get cancer. So what comes to mind? Here's what comes to mind. Does that mean that by having sex with the same person all the time, does that mean that you could switch it up, like having sex with different people? Or does that also include masturbation in men? So 21 times is the number. Because you know, some women go say, yo, 21 times a month, that's a lot. You know, there is 20 working days in the month, minus the weekends. So that means basically doing it at least once a day and one day in the weekend. Some women might feel like that's a lot, right? But work with me here. Let us hear what the professional have to say. Keep watching.
So 21 times a month, what do you do with that information? Well, clearly you know what to do with that information. But what if your partner is not into it? You have the type of partner there's no way they're gonna,
21's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's exactly what I'm saying. What if you have a partner that is not quite into having sex like every day like that, right? Twice a night, sometimes twice or 3 times a day, sometimes at least once every day for the entire month. What if she's like, nah, that's too much. I can't. What do you do with that number? I mean, after all, you're saving a life. After all, you are preventing cancer. After all, you're doing a whole lot of good. Let us keep going.
It's a lot. So, and they didn't differentiate with partner.
Right.
They didn't differentiate with partners, more than one, and they didn't differentiate with those that just took matters literally into their own hands.
So let me understand. So you could combine partners, or you could take matters into your own hands. 21 times a month. So that means that the plumbing, because it makes sense. And I was thinking about that for a long time. For years I was thinking about that, right? Because it's like a pipe, right? It's like a plumbing, it's like a pipe. And if you have a buildup in your pipe and you don't outlet, you don't wash it out, you don't gush it out, right? That means that buildup will stay in the pipe and potentially get hard, contaminate, and just rust. And rust is, is not good, or create some kind of hard matter inside of the pipe, and then the hose is just not going to drain properly, right? So it makes sense. Keep the drain flowing, keep it continuously flowing, and then you walk it cleans it out, it works it out, it takes away the potential of cancer. So this is a very, very good study, and it makes a lot of sense. Let's keep watching.
Masturbated.
Right.
It was just
It's just the
ejaculating
use of the plumbing.
Right.
21
21 times a month. So still a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Still a lot. Although some men would argue against that.
Depends on your age, depends on your proclivities.
On a lot of
Right.
things. But that's what the studies show, with no clear indication as to why that is. And some theories include that, about 70% of the semen is produced in the prostate. So if you don't let that out, it kind of clogs up the pipes, if you will.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't let it out, it clog up the pipe, it clog up the hose, and then that's where you have all sorts of stuff forming in there. So you gotta let it out. You gotta let it out every day. You gotta let it out. Women, you hear that? You have to let it out. Don't let it stay up inside of there. It could kill you. No, like the professionals talking, so let them go ahead and talk.
There's also antimicrobial properties in semen and sperm. So when a man ejaculate, they're literally cleaning out the pipes as they ejaculate or when they ejaculate. There's all of those other factors that are probably the reason why. But I'm just the messenger.
All right. It's a good message to say. All right. Probably the best video we've ever done. Men, get on it.
Literally.
Let on it.
So, let me summarize this whole thing here, right? And I hope you guys understand what they're saying. And it makes perfect sense to me. The more a man ejaculate, the less chances there is for prostate cancer. I'll make a t-shirt. I'm going to make a t-shirt. Guys, look out for the t-shirt. The t-shirt coming soon. Because I think more men need to listen to this. I think more men need to pay attention to that. And write that number down. 21. 21. That is the magic number. 21. Now, as I said, you could, one, by having sex with your partner, right? With your partner, 21 times over and over again. This at least every day of the every work day, plus at least one weekend. That's 21. 2, taking matters into your own hands. Taking matters into your own hands. Masturbating. At least clean out the plumbing. All right? Or, controversially, some men or some women may not like that. So that's why you have to opt to option A. Have as much sex with your boyfriend or your husband or your fiance as possible. It will save his life. More sex equal less chances of prostate cancer. Get on it, man. Get on it. 21 is the magic number. More sex equal less chances of prostate cancer. Best news I've heard to date. Women, help us out. I want you guys to comment at the bottom. Let me know what you think about this new study. I don't know if it's a new study. I don't know if it's been around for a long time, if people knew about this, but people are certainly talking about it right now. So go ahead right now, comment in the bottom. Let me know what you guys think about it. And if you are continuously practicing that, because if you don't want your man to die from prostate cancer, give him the thing. Tell me what you think at the bottom. Share and subscribe.